Nobody, not even Gordo, can dislike tiramisu made by an Italian mother. I had this tiramisu yesterday that was made by the restaurateur's mother, and I told him right to his face that it was terrible, and he was a massive and ripped guy, but he knew who I was and knew my dangerous connections, so he knew that he had to take what I dished out. Right. Bro thinks he's tough talking on TikTok. If you ever see me in the streets, you better run because I don't play no games, kid. Look at it, bro thinks he's tough talking on TikTok. Someone called cops. Be back later. If you aren't successful with the law, give me the word and I'll send my men after him. I'd have the kid the 200 and kept the old man's cards. Sounded like me for a minute. I was making deals, ripping dealers' mantles off their walls and out their showcases. I had no remorse in learning their ways extremely vast to break them, and I did more so in comics. I knew the times down to a science for both, and what I mean that is you had different types of show dealers. Like you mentioned, I use hysterical terminologies for those bottom feeders. Those bastards are pure wastes, and when they had better conditioned vintage cards, I'd cringe. In the late 1970s. In the city of New York, it wasn't easy. It really was. Be a leader or follower, be a fighter, or you got your lunch money stolen and beaten, harassed. I'm always happy to see an English major in the group. Walk away. This forklift operator has anger issues and a serious dislike for stupid people. I want that shirt. I came into this world kicking and screaming while covered in someone else's blood. I have no problem with going out the same way. Yes, that is awesome. Glad to see people fighting back. Fighting back is not worth it. It could have gotten him killed. This is why most companies tell their employees not to do anything when they're being robbed. Some also get fired when they do intervene. Don't worry, if we're ever together in a situation where the need arises, I will fight back for you, for me, for anyone. You can cower in the corner if you want. It wouldn't be the first time for me. Been called a monster, called a demon, called a fake. I'm not an idol, not an angel or a saint. I walk alone. I always have. I'm not ashamed. A living nightmare from the cradle to the grave. Blows vape menacingly. Good for you. I know. All right. Yeah, no one cares. Bye. Shut the fuck up. When you get on my skill level, we can talk. Good night. See you Monday. Hope you stub your toe. You blocked this contact. Tap to unblock. You unblocked this contact. Same. Good night. You blocked this contact. Every morning I wake up begging for war. I struggle every day to keep the wolf locked up inside of me, but one day you will push the wrong buttons and the wolf will emerge from his den. Think twice before talking to a soldier. A dude asked me if I was gay because I held the door open for his girl, but I didn't turn to look at her ass. Bruh. Number 1, I just dropped my redhead with a juicy peach off at the nail salon. And 2, maybe some of us show some respect. Dudes out here are reckless too. Coming up to man like you want to fight because I didn't fuck your woman might get me to do my impression of Emerin and turn your lights off next time. Finally got someone to complain in a public space about my cigar smoke, lol. I've been waiting a long time for that. I gotta hear this. It was awesome, Lamau. What was your response? Laughed, looked at the lady, and took another puff and blew it towards her. She just got in her truck with an angry look on her face and drove off. Making sure my city is protected. Guess I won't put my bicycle here. Harley Davidson reserved parking, all others will be crushed. Oh, cool, property damage. Being an alpha male in today's effeminate society is no easy task. It takes grit. I'm in the midst of a grueling cross-country road trip to save this country, but I wanted to take a moment in the hot tub to show you what a true alpha male looks like. Stay strong, kings. This is like ironic, right? Right? Like, anyone can be verified now, so this could just be some guy fucking around, but he might be actually serious, which is hilarious. Would have loved to been there for this so I could have leveled that man. Love when I get opportunities to mash men like that. Perfect response. I had a guy try mugging me this morning with a tiny pocket knife, so I just reached behind my trench coat and unsheathed my sword, and he immediately pocketed his knife and said he made a mistake targeting me, Lamau. These people. Military 19-year-olds. I got it a week after we started dating. Bro, if you're trying to strike at military personnel as a joke because you feel bad about that fact you can't get a girl for the life of you, I'll get myself an Uber and come to your house and smack your face, blank. You are one of the least manly, most crybabyish men I've ever met in my entire life, hands down. If I ever see you talk one more thing about civilian versus military on your page, I'll personally pull out your tampon and run the menstruated blood on you prematurely occurring bald head. Do you copy? Non-serving bitch. I said it in my wedding vows. If the day ever comes that you don't love me, Tell me and leave me. That I can handle. It will break me, but I'll recover. But if you cheat on me, I'll make you watch them die. And my wife's reply was, and if you ever cheat on me, I'll cut your balls off. And we shook on it. Let's get one thing real clear. I avoid conflict not because I'm scared of you. It's because I'm scared of myself. My temper can go 0 to death row real quick. I'm ammosexual. It wasn't a choice. I was born this way. I love guns. Buddy, I own firearms that aren't legal in most parts of the world without special permissions. And in the Corps, I shot and maintained small arms up to and including the M2. If you don't know how to debate or argue, just back down. You are outclassed here. You crush her heart. I crush her skull. We are not the same. Warning, property patrolled by a crazy bitch with dogs and automatic weapons. Anyone found here at night will be found here in the morning. Have a nice day. I like how they had a picture of pistols above automatic weapons. Be polite, professional, but have a plan to kill everybody you meet. Alright, buddy. I am ready to defend Taiwan, and believe me, I will not die. Rather, I'll kill death if that will be required to defend Taiwan. But the question is, are you ready to do this alongside me? Wife and I stood outside with the kids and watched it in the rain, teaching my kids to be fearless. Listen here, you 90-year-old smelly, fat, wrinkly, raisin-looking whale. I have never seen a person as horrifyingly ugly as you. When you whack into a room, everyone runs out. You are a disgusting human being. Now be nice to me, or I will personally make sure you don't wake up tomorrow. I feel the same, and I am old with an IQ of 142. Same, if nuclear war happens, Putin better hope that I don't survive. A lion doesn't concern himself with the opinion of a sheep. Dude, that's so fucking badass. I'm a killer, not a fighter. You don't fight in war, son. Also, I'm retired at 29 in a body build. You need to take a hard look at yourself in the mirror and evaluate. Evaluate what? Dad. Dads against daughters dating. Run, boys, run. There's 2 breeds of alpha males. 1, the gorilla. I identify as this type, calm, a leader, strong. B, the rhino. Perhaps not as strong overall, but if provoked, will defend themselves. Those are the ones I'm warning you about. Me, watching 19 to 20-year-old grope his girlfriend in the mall. Stop that. Men do not grope women in public. Him, fuck off, dude. Me, now talking directly to the girl. My name is blank. Try to remember it if you ever need anyone to break his legs. What? They're dating. Unmasked, unmuzzled, unvaccinated, unafraid. So I guess it's just me and him. I'm here to fuck or fight, and I don't see your sister. Dude messaged me this because I commented it takes 8 weeks to get his poster in the mail. I recently pulled a dude bigger than you out of his car on the side of the road and beat him bloody. I'm a felon and have spent time in prison. Let's meet up, I'll put you in a body bag. Ever been stabbed in the neck? Let's meet up. No. You call it eating meat. I call it devouring the flesh of the beasts that roam the earth and absorbing their life energy to fuel your never-ending conquest. Name, Virgo. Age, unknown. Personality, cold. I'm the definition of fuck around and find out. Yu-Gi-Oh player. How does this guy not know his own age? Had a cop try that once. He ended up on his face with a Nike in the back of his head and got suspended from duty for falsely identifying me as a suspect. It was fun. I mean, that's a lie though. You're lying. You're a liar, sir. Your pants are clearly engulfed on fire. Real men hide their feelings. Why? 'Cause it's none of your fucking business. Men do not cry. Men do not pout. Men check you in the fucking jaw and say thanks for coming out. Yeah, you would be a fucking Decepticon. Piss me off, pay the consequences. Why would you put that on a mug? Why would you put that on anything? Lady at the gas station called my car a gas guzzler, so I called her a guzzler. We are even, Prius lady. You got her. I got a man. I give a fuck why. Most of my hoes got boyfriends. Aren't you like 9 inches deep in yo throat? I noticed that you downvoted my comments. Please either explain the downvotes or prepare to retract them. The choice is yours. I am an asshole man. I love freedom, drink beer, and I love my wife. I protect my family, I eat meat, and I own guns. If you don't like it, move. Getting tired of being violent. Soft people wouldn't understand in this town. You know who you are. My hair isn't colored. It's literally dark brown. I'm a straight white male that owns a Mossberg 500 Retrograde Edition and a Ruger 22 hunting rifle. You're just commenting to talk shit because you are a small PP ultra right-wing nut with an ego and stick up their ass. You know fuck all about me, Lamau. Stop trying to start fights on Insta, you man-child. And it's just common sense, lol. This dude trying to say that you can't lose weight if you eat carbs. That's just simply not factually correct. Our girlfriend. Want to say that again, bud? Cause I'ma beat you up if you take her. Too late. Welcome to communism, comrade. We will take good care of our female comrade in high spirit. In all seriousness, that's my girl. Either back off or shit will get messy. And trust me, you will not want that. Yeah, he has a lot he can do behind that phone. 1, 2, fuck you. It looks like his barber gave up. The kids who did this for fun are depressed now. Pussy shit. I used to jam a needle like that straight through my veins and twists it. Scars everywhere. Last night, I let my daughter paint my nails. This morning, all these men at the gym are looking at me with disgust. I'm staying level-headed by knowing that a man with painted fingernails will beat the shit out of them if need be. Okay, this is kind of wholesome, though. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, letting your daughter paint your nails is, like, badass as hell. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for I am the baddest one in the valley. Okay. I once made my teacher cry by staring at her emotionless eyes while she was yelling at me. She started crying and begging me to show emotions. Acting badass after losing a game. I know you soft. I know if I saw you in real life, you'd be scared, and I know you scared to 1v1 me, so I'm not even wasting my time with you. Good night. Ha 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 ha. I love this 5th grader smack talk. Ha 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 ha. I just think you're a fluffy teddy. Daddy and Toyota on the way. When your daughter calls and says someone hit her in her Jeep and is screaming at her, Daddy and Toyota on the way. Dude, you're so cool for having a gun. Like that's so odd. Like, can I suck your dick? 15-year-old's review of American Psycho. He is literally me. I hope not. I grew up in the 80s and 90s. I am Generation X. You know who you are. We see how soft the next generation is. If Russia ever attacks America on American soil, ooh, we are the generation that will kick Russia's ass. I got up at 4 a.m. to get shit done. I tell the men of today to not look in my eyes too long or they will piss and shit themselves. To husbands and dads of today, you are real men. We put up with a lot of BS. So when I hear the men of today whine or cry, and I don't care to see the rest.